And we're live from the foothills of Brooklyn, Michigan, where tonight the stars of the FastTrack Cup Series look to do battle and roar to racing here at this 2-mile oval. As I'm in the middle of trying to finish my dinner, my apologies. Dustin Allen on the call with you here tonight for the FastTrack Cup Series. It's race 15 here in Michigan, the Michigan 200. Excited to have you all here tonight. Love Michigan. We had a fantastic cup race yesterday in real life, hoping that translates over here to these guys here on Monday night as well. We'll see how things all pan out and see how we do here tonight. But as we get everything ready for tonight, quickly take a look at the upcoming schedule for these drivers as they prepare for the season to keep rolling on. Of course, tonight we race in Michigan with Quentin Clark entering this race back in the points lead over Tyler Marble. And he's got a decent cushion over him now. Marcus Emerson has found his way into third over Ty Ippolito and Jeff Marble now rounding up the top five. You can see the schedule coming up. It's a very interesting slate of races. We got Michigan here tonight. The same race, the same as the race we have in 2 weeks' time at Auto Club. So two 2-mile ovals running at really close proximity, so it should be a lot of fun there. Pocono as well, the Tricky Triangle, a very different racetrack for the drivers to manage. And then we have a road course coming up in Sonoma at the end of the month. Chicagoland comes back on Memorial Day, or late 4th of July weekend. What holiday am I celebrating? Got a lot of races coming up here, and a lot of excitement, I would say, all things considered. Really excited, looking forward to it all here as we continue on in the 2026 season, I should say. It's nearly the 6th season, I believe, for the FastTrack Cup Series. So as we continue on here tonight, we're getting ready to go into qualifying. Practice about 2 minutes to go in practice. Fastest car right now is the 95, the Musso Missile. He's fastest on track right now and looking to see if he can parlay that into a race win. It's been a kind of up and down kind of season, I would say, for Musso. He's looking to see if tonight he can get back going up and turn this into a winning night tonight. Just taking a look back at our season in review. Of course, talking about the driver of the 95, Mr. Musso. He's still looking for his first win of this season here in 2026. He has yet to win. Quentin Clark, we mentioned him, his teammate. Musso spins out. Clark is your points leader right now. He is our most recent winner, winning last week at Nashville, picking up his second win in 2026. And I don't see where he's at right now on the speed charts. He is 14th fastest right now in the 94 machine. There he is on pit lane. Right now, Corey Ennis in second, Alan Pajari third, fastest, Sean Kaltenbach fourth, Michael Krzyzoliak. Let me look and make sure, because he has put down how he his pronunciation of his name. Let me double check this so I can get this right. Let's pull this up. It's Krzyzoliak. Okay. Will I remember how to say it like that? We'll see. But he's 5th fastest right now in the 91. Michael Mueller, Cody Matthews, Joseph Musso, David Hara, and Marcus Emerson are your top 10 in practice. Just 26 seconds left before we get racing. Head towards turn 1 here as we're getting ready to end practice and get into qualifying. So let's qualify these cars and see how we do. Making his way out onto the track right now is Jacob Musso in the 95. Fastest in practice. We'll see if he can match that and be fastest in qualifying. As he crosses the stripe, we get ready to start our first lap for the 75 car. So lap times are trickling in from drivers completing their first lap time. Quentin Clark, Jacob Musso, teammate top speed church. Corey Ennis now jumps into second. So does Roger Ruiz-Tyas, who bumps the 40 car now into second. We'll see if Musso can top it on lap number 2, or if it's all going to be a first lap fast. It looks like it will be first lap speed. So Musso drops to 5th as Tyler Marvel gets ahead of him. We'll jump back to Sean Kaltenbach, who just went fastest. Timing is everything. Just as I jump back to him, he's going to go to the fastest lap time and park it. He's done. He doesn't need to do any more. We'll go to Alan Pajari in the number 34 machine. So he makes his way through turns 1 and 2 for his first timed lap. Kaltenbach is fastest now over Quentin Clark, Roger Tyus, Corey Ennis, and Tyler Marble. That's our top 5 right now as things run. See, Pajari was fast in practice. Can he match that in qualifying? Michael Mueller also on track. So was Joshua Biddle and Andrew Nieder. It looks like those 4 out qualifying. Ryan Hedrick, Brian Dubel, Wayne Grossi, and James Wallace. Looks like they are not setting qualifying time. So we'll see how things shake out for them. Pajari goes 12th fastest right now, 38.119. Can he pick up on lap 2? And try and put himself up in that top 10. Jared comes off of turn 4, heading for the start-finish line. Does he pick up on the second lap? No. He'll stay 12th fastest now in the number 34 machine. But see how Mr. Joshua Biddle's doing. He is slow rolling. He is stopping. And if he does not get out here quickly, he won't set a lap time. And it looks like he is not going to set a lap time. So that'll do it for qualifying for us. Just 48 seconds to go. No cars are on track to attempt a lap time, which means if you're not out yet, you're not getting out there and getting a lap time. So that will do it for qualifying. We have our field set and ready to go. So practice is done. Qualifying is done. We now roll into the race. So we'll take a look at our starting lineup for tonight's race here in Michigan. Starting with our pole sitter, of course, Sean Kaltenbach. In number 2 machine, our points leader, Quentin Clark, will start next to him in second. Roger Rios-Matthias will be starting in third, and he's got Corey Ennis in that number 40 machine, starting right there beside him in fourth place. Fifth place starting tonight, it is Tyler Marble, second in points, trying to chase down that 94. He's got Michael Mueller on his outside. You got Danny Gutierrez in the 08, Jacob Musso back there in the number 95, and rounding out your top 10. Let's see if I can get it right. It's Kurjalak in the 91 with the 88 of Chris Essery. New name as well popping in tonight. Marcus Emerson, he starts 11 with Alan Bajari to his outside. Tracy Powers and Brian Burchett together in row number 7. Row 8 sees Jared Bundy and Andrew Moore Jr. riding out the field together there. Bill Benedict and David Harris starting in row 9. And running at your top 20, it's Jeff Marble and Wes Hurd Jr. 21st place, it is the 27 of Jeff Shutt with the 24 of Brandon Saylor on his outside. Kyle Oakley and Andy Russo line up together in row 12. Row 13, it's Ty Ippolito and Brian Conklin. Then you got Joseph Musso and Glenn Grigsby. Thomas O'Hara and Jake Hickson send out the field there in the top 30. Cody Matthews, Brett Spod, Brian Haynes, Andrew Niedert. Then James Wallace, Brian Dubel, Wayne Grossi, Ryan Hedrick, and rounding out your field in 39th place, Joshua Biddle. We have got ourselves 39 cars ready for action here at this 2-mile speedway. We're hoping to put on a show for you here tonight. We're looking forward to it. Talking about Michigan, we've had 4 different winners of this track. Our defending race winner back in 2025 is Andrew Niedert. Our only 2-time winner at this race, it is Jeffrey Marble, the driver of the number 15. Looking to see if he can do it again tonight. Alan Pajari won this race back in the Gen 6 car in 2021. He'd like to add another Michigan win and his first of the next-gen era under his belt tonight. It's been a fun season so far for the races we've been able to cover here on BRN. Quentin Clark put up a good race last weekend. And he starts outside pole to begin here at Michigan this week. Retook the points lead after that win last week as well over Tyler Marble. A little chaotic to the finish there, that race was. But in the end, the 94 machine took home the checkered flag and wound up victorious. Jared Bundy, he has come close a lot this season. Second places have been his specialty. 2 straight runner-up finishes for the 3. Is tonight the night where he gets it done? We'll have to see. He's going to be coming from a little bit further back in this field, starting in 15th, if he can do so. Mentioned, of course, we race here in Michigan. In 2 weeks' time, we race at Auto Club, a track that's kind of similar to this one. We'll see how it plays into this driver's trying to race tonight, trying to race in 2 weeks at Auto Club, if they can take something from here and apply it there. But here we go. Pace car is off. The field in the hands of Kaltenbach and Clark. The green flag is going to wave, and we are racing here in Michigan. Green flag in the air. Kaltenbach leads lap number 1. Clark is in second. And Ennis, Marble, and Mueller the top 5. Matthias right there on the back. Oh, in the wall! And he bounces off the outside wall. Gutierrez misses, and everybody trying to take quick evasive action. Diving down low, thinking he was going to wreck down the track. He keeps it up towards the outside wall, but damage to the 1 machine. He caught the wall pretty good off of turn 2. It's going to cost him a lot of time now as the field going to quickly start flying by him. Putting pressure on that car that just killed the wall on the exit of turn 2. Tyler Marble, meanwhile, on the offensive, trying to make a move here trying to get by Mueller in the 99. Diego Gutierrez is also closing up on this battle as well, as they're both chasing Corey Ennis in the 40 machine in third. Oh, wrecking in the back! I think it's Alan Pajari. Oh, heavy hit the inside wall. That's Chris Essery. Heavy hit. His night is done early. And Pajari as well spun to the infield. Don't think he caught the wall that bad. Looks like he should be okay. We are under caution for the first time tonight on lap number 3. Take a look at your PRN replay and show you what happened to these two cars. Three wide racing here, and just contact made with Pajari and the 88 of Essery and Essery. Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. You can just see from that angle where he just gets launched. So we're going to do the sensible thing. We're going to take you on board. We'll do a different camera angle because this one, oh my goodness. Fully right on board with that 88 car. Just hopeless feeling. See it off the corner here. Just, man, this hit. All 4 tires off the ground, man. Well, that's going to be his night. Looks like Cody Matthews as well. He's out of the car in the 10 machine, so he's going to call the night. Pit lane open, of course. Some drivers are going to take it for sure. Rodriguez Matias, he'll come to pit lane. See if that right side damage is anything to worry about. Other drivers coming down from further back might as well come down top off to further back in the field. No reason not to, but so as we continue to pace here, everything's ready to go here. I think we should get to 1 degree this time around. Gets ready to go back racing here in Michigan. Kaltamach has led the way so far in these first 5 laps. As we continue around here, of course, lap number 6 right now. Still very, very early in this running. Accident takes out at least 1 car with Chris Essery. He'll be out of this race. Looks like Cody Matthews as well has called it a night early. Leaves us 37 cars on track on the lead lap and ready to go back racing here once we get back to the green flag. Pace car will dive off. Green flag will be at the mercy of Sean Kaltenbach, who will launch in the restart zone now and get us back to racing. Green flag back in the air. Quickly sent 3 wide. Jared Bundy making his way to the outside lane, trying to make the top lane work. He has already moved up 7 spots at the drop of the green flag. 4 wide there for a second. Oh, we're wrecking. Corey Ennis goes around. Looks like everybody else is going to miss it, but Jacob Musso gets turned in this affair. Corey Ennis around on the apron, and we're back under yellow. Could see that one coming, how quickly the intensity picks up on these restarts. And you're going to see it here with Ennis. They'll slide up a little bit. Gutierrez and Mueller fill that, as is Bundy. We go 4 wide, no room. Trying to keep it on. Mueller comes up into, I believe, couldn't tell. Gutierrez, I think, is who he got into there. But he gets the 08 machine, and in doing so, gets knocked back down the racetrack. And Jacob Musso just nowhere to go. Gutierrez got the wall pretty good there as well. And it looks like the 95 hits the inside wall on his driver's side door. We'll see if that's the case with the Fast Eddie's onboard camera here. You'll see right here, just nothing to do. Yeah, he gets the wall just a little bit there. So he'll likely come down. He doesn't come down pit road, but Danny Gutierrez did come down pit road just to see if there was any damage worth checking out, getting fixed. He's still down there. Some pretty good contact on that right front. I'm not sure if that might have been enough to damage the car as bad as I thought it was. It well might have. Take a quick look back and see how his hit was on this outside wall. Oh. Decent hit, not enough, I think, to end his race, but it's still, you can see that left front kind of, that right front kind of wobbling a little bit there. That tells me he got some pretty good contact, and that might have, that's going to affect his race all night. He's going to have a lot of problems controlling that race car tonight. So as we continue, we should get 2 to green this next, or 1 to green this next time by. So as we get ready to go back green, Sean Kaltenbach has led the way this entire time, coming to the restart at lap number 11. He's got Quentin Clark, Tyler Marble, and now Jared Bundy, who shuffled his way into fourth. That 3 machine is flying to his field already very early on. We'll see if that can play in the long haul of this race. Green flag back in the air. We're back underway. Great launch by the 2 to get clear and jump to the high side. Bundy shoving Clark, and now jumping to the outside lane, trying to make a third lane work for that 3 machine. He is a man on a mission. 3 second-place finishes this year, back-to-back ones at Nashville and Charlotte and Nashville. He wants to change that tonight and take home a win. Third in the outside line. Looks like Marble side by side with Clark as Miller tries to drop down to the bottom lane. See if he can make it work to get by Bundy. The field races its way off of turn 4. Kaltenbach leads, but the battle is still on for second. Marble now jumping to the outside lane. Clark taking a defensive line on the bottom, but it looks like Clark is going to maintain second for now. We see a car limping off pit lane. I think that's Gutierrez in the 08 machine just now rolling off of pit road. More damage on that 08. It's going to keep his car struggling all race long. As the field comes off of turn 2, everybody trying to take some kind of action, finding a way to take those runs they have and make moves with them. I was talking about Bundy as one of our big movers so far in this race. He's up 11 spots. The other guy who's moved up a couple spots is at number 54, Brian Burchett. He's up here in 6th place now, knocking on the door of a top 5. This 54 machine has been on a run to the front, and he is looking to continue making moves as this race goes on. Meanwhile, back behind him, Marcus Emerson battling Marcus Emerson battling Michael Kurgelak in that number 91 machine. These two side by side as they come off turn 2. First side-by-side battle happening. This is for 7th place on the racetrack. You had Tracy Powers right there in 9th. 10th place is Bill Benedict as making his way down into turn number 3. Emerson kind of tries a different line, seeing if he can find a way to shake him as Benedict kind of washed up the track a little bit. Andrew Moore Jr. going to try to find a way to get around him, but there you see Jeff Shunn on the inside line trying to make the move. This is for 10th place as they run, coming down to the start-finish line to start lap number 14. Andrew Moore Jr. trying to work the top side. Benedict kind of closing him off here, not allowing him to make this run as they come off of turn 2. And up ahead, you see Kaltenbach trying to break the draft almost here in that 2 machine, washing down the bottom lane, then coming back up top. He keeps moving around on the backstretch, trying to not let them reel him back in as they're still battling here further back. Moore Jr. now has got Brandon Saylor on his rear bumper. Moore trying to find a way around Benedict. He's got a stack up of cars behind him. Is up ahead. Burchett makes the move on Michael Mueller for 5th in the 54 car. Very impressive, steady climb for Burchett as we continue on here. Try to look and see. I believe this might be Brian Burchett's debut tonight. It looks like it is. And indeed it is. I cannot see any stats about him in this league. Yeah, this is his debut tonight, so welcome to the league. Up to 5th place right now is the driver of the number 54. Chasing down Jared Bundy. See Bundy making a move to the outside of Tyler Marble up to the outside lane. This is for 3rd place. Here comes the 3 machine now, trying to find his way onto the podium. Cars dropping back a little bit further. Brian Conklin, I think, might have got the wall. Oh, Wayne Grassi! Wayne Grassi almost caught the outside wall there with contact from Wes Hurd Jr. They're shuffling about back here. We're 3 wide, not far up ahead. It's Ty Ippolito in the 19 car, just up ahead of him. I believe that is David Hara in the number 29 car. Very interesting paint scheme there. Police car, fourth, the number 29 car. And really no numbers around it to tell, except for right there on the roof. I like that. It's pretty cool. Ippolito on his inside. You see her. You're going to try to send it 4 wide maybe as Conklin goes way up the racetrack. We're thinking 4. We're thinking maybe 5 wide off the corner. Ippolito trying to find a gap in there. Can't quite get there as Conklin fills it. Oh, look at Hara jumping in front of Grassi. Dangerous situation back here. Everybody fighting for any position they can take as they make their way off of turn 4. Ippolito sliding up in the outside lane there. You see Hara thinking about making a move here. Heading into turn 1, you see Hurd on the inside line. That 12 machine, the Dent Wizard car, driven normally by Ryan Blaney, tonight by Wes Hurd Jr. Trying to make the bottom lane stick. Can't quite get the run off the corner. Here comes Grassi in the outside lane. The 9 car moves up into 17th place. And look at Ryan Hedrick making moves in the outside lane. The 47 car trying to push forward as well. Just can't get enough. Is Hurd going to clear? No! Contact! Not quite clear. Keep it together. Hedrick is going to have the position at the line this time. Tight racing between these drivers as they head back into turn 1. Ahead for 10th place, Brendan Saylor has taken it from Bill Benedict. He'll slide up in front of that number 90 machine and take a top 10 position now as they round their way down into 3 and 4. Settling back down a little bit, as you see here, Marble trying to defend against Brian Burchett. But that 54 is a-coming. Caution is out on the racetrack. Trying to look and see who it might be. I think Thomas O'Hara might be one of the ones involved. So we'll take a look at the VRN replay and see what happened to put us under the yellow flag. It's not O'Hara. It actually looks like it's Wes Hurd Jr. in the 12. And Andrew Moore Jr. in the 77. 77 there you see up ahead. He gets turned by Jeff Shutt. Hurd tries to take evasive action. He gets tagged by the spinning 77 car. But he keeps it pointed in the right direction. But Andrew Moore Jr., however, not as lucky. See right here, just contact with the 27, gets him loose. And as well up ahead there, I think the 27 gets the outside wall. For some contact. Quick jump back and see it. You'll see this contact here. He gets the wall, and Kyle Oakley, teammates there, both get the outside wall. They're both taking evasive action, missing these cars, scattering everywhere. But we'll have our first pit stops of the night, that's for sure. Everybody going to come down pit lane, take some tires, take some fuel, and make our first pit stops of the night here in Michigan. Race off pit road. It looks like it'll be Jared Bundy jumping up to the lead. What a move on pit lane. Very good stop for the 3. He gets out ahead of Kaltenbach and Tyler Marble. Then Quentin Clark, Marcus Emerson, the top 5. But they won't be the leaders. Ty Ippolito stays out here. So, pit stop's done, quarter of the way through this race. Ty Ippolito stayed out. Jared Bundy, Sean Kaltenbach, Tyler Marble, Quentin Clark are your top 5 coming to the restart zone. Green flag is back in the air. We're back to racing here in Michigan. And you see these older tires not going to get as good a launch as Bundy gets. The outside lane to the lead, perhaps. Here comes Bundy. Ippolito going to try to hold in the corner, but he'll quickly be swallowed up by these fresh tires. Tyler Marble in second. Marcus Emerson trying to go for third. Kaltenbach going to fade back to fourth. Everybody going to take quick action on these restarts to try to get as many spots as they can. But for Kaltenbach, he goes from the lead back to fourth now as Marble now tried to the inside. Bundy throws the block. Bundy will not be denied here tonight. Car slow up in the outside lane. I think that's Kyle Oakley. He's not wrecking. He's just slow. Might just be driving back, let everybody by. He might have damage on the right front that is slowing him up. But everybody took evasive action and missed him. But meanwhile, Kaltenbach made the move to second on Tyler Marble. Now chasing down Jared Bundy to try to get back to the race lead. Bundy's had 3 races slip through his fingers so far this year. He's still chasing that first win of 2026. Kaltenbach has been a winner already this season. He looks to do so again tonight. He's chasing that 3 machine and looking to find a way back to the front here as they head into 1. See down the apron there, Quentin Clark trying to break the draft a little bit, or maybe just trying to find a way forward. Clark and Mueller battle for 5th. Behind Ippolito trying to hold on to this spot here against Brian Burchett. That's 7th place. Make their way off of turn 4. You see it's Brandon Saylor in 9th. Michael Kurgelak is in 10th. Blaine Grossi right behind him. Jeff Marble and Brian Conklin are in tow as well, trying to get up there into the top 10. I think Mueller might have knocked the wall down a little bit there off of turn 2, but up in front, the top 4 kind of spread themselves out away from this field and getting away from it. See Clark and Burchett side by side for 6th place. Now Burchett takes the spot. Clark drops back another position. And 4 positions. That 94 drops back. It's better for Tyler Marbling in 3rd. Like to keep him dropping back to keep that points lead shrinking down a little more. Up in front, Kaltenbach is lurking. He's right there on the back bumper of Jared Bundy for the race lead. Now goes to the outside lane. Bundy takes the low side. Kaltenbach trying to generate a run. And trying to get to the inside. Here comes Kaltenbach. Can he make this work on the bottom lane? Bundy holds the middle. Looks like Bundy's going to slightly get the wall. Kaltenbach has a run through the corner exit, down the back, entering turn 3, down on the inside lane. Can he go back to the race lead? He will. Oh, Bundy had a little moment there. Here comes Tyler Marble in the outside lane. Marble and Emerson both are going to go by the 3 as Kaltenbach takes back the race lead at lap 33. Bundy goes around into the outside wall. No caution now. Caution will fly. And the winless spell in 2026 will continue for Jared Bundy. It almost looked like he got loose there in the corner and Emerson got into it, but we'll double check and see on the BRN replay. Had a run down the backstretch on the outside lane, entering turn 3. Just, yeah, gets loose in the correction there. Nowhere for Emerson to go, gets into him. And unfortunately has to send that number 3 machine into the outside wall. We're right on board with Marcus Emerson. You'll see it happen ahead of him. Decent damage on that number 22 car. Unfortunate for Bundy. He'll come down pit lane. He'll have to get some service done. We'll have some split strategies on whether to pit or not to pit here through the field. So we're back. Side by side, get ready to restart lap number 38 here in Michigan. 100 laps, that means we'll be restarting, coming to 63 laps to go. Sean Kaltenbach is your race leader. Let's go back on the last restart. He's going to have Tyler Marble on his outside, Michael Mueller, Brian Burchett, and Quentin Clark to round out your top 5. So here we go. Split strategies in the field, whether to pit that last caution or not. We'll see how it shakes out for those that pit. Further back, starting in 26, it's Tracy Powers coming to the restart. Green flag, back in the air, back to racing here in Michigan. Tyler Marble with a great restart, keeping even there with Kaltenbach as they head down into turn number 1. Michael Mueller trying to move in front of the 54 of Brian Burchett, who's side by side. Now watching way up the racetrack in the 54. Everybody clean off of turn 2 now. As they head back towards turn number 3. Kaltenbach holds the race lead. See Kaltenbach pulling away. Battle back here as you see cars shuffling about. How about Alan Bajari already recovering here back in the mix as Bill Benedict is down on the apron. Caution is out. Still sliding is Marcus Emerson in the grass. Say Benedict was just down on the apron as well. So we'll jump to the VRN replay and see what got Emerson around. So Benedict was on the apron. He wasn't even involved in this one. Just contact Ippolito. Emerson. Benedict was trying to save it on the apron on his own. Let us spin, a caution, and we're back pacing here in Michigan. So as we pace again, once more, making our way around the racetrack under the pace car. So as we get ready to go back racing, lap number 43. Just need this to clean up a little bit. Get some green flag racing going here. I think we can have ourselves a race on our hands. Kaltenbach, your race leader. Making his way through turn 3 behind the pace car with Tyler Marble on his outside, Michael Mueller and Quentin Clark in row 2. That is the 54 Brian Burchett with Brandon Saylor, who's outside in row 3. Michael Kurjalak is in 7th with Brian Conklin. Then Jeff Marble and Alan Pajari are rounding out your top 10 as they get ready to restart here on lap number 43. As the pace car dives off, Kaltenbach the control car, green flag back in the air, back to racing here in Michigan. Great launch this time for Kaltenbach compared to the last restart where Marble was able to keep it straight with him. As he comes off of turn 2, Jeff Marble trying to find his way around this 54 of Brian Burchett, who's sluggish on this restart. Heading down into turn 3, fanning out 3 wide there. Kurjalak and Grassi side by side. Pajari on the inside as we go 3 wide off of turn 4. Everybody keeps it together for now, but how about a shout out here? 14th place right now. And you do trying to climb is Jake Hickson, as well as Brett Spod right here in this 35 car. 2 cars that have really kind of come from the back of this field, slowly but surely working their way forward. They're in a pretty good spot right now here, as you see Kaltenbach washing down the track, trying to break this draft to see if he can't keep them at bay behind him. Not yet at the halfway point of this race, but we are inching closer to it here at lap number 45 this time by. As the top 3 cars starting to break away from the rest of the pack. Caution is out on the racetrack. Wreck out back. Oh! Brett Spot is in it! The 28 car. That's Joseph Musso. He's in it as well. Take a look back at our BRN replay and see how this all shakes out. Looks like we had a 4 wide situation coming off of turn 2. Musso into Spod, into Hara. They all go down to the apron. 29 gets spun back up the track, as is the 28. And Bill Benedict and Thomas O'Hara nowhere to go. Oh, man. Benedict could have very well been in the clear there, but back up the track comes that 29 car. And as he does, Benedict just nowhere to go. O'Hara unlucky as well. That 07 car, just never a shot to miss it. Right on board with him. Man. Take a look at the drone camera. See this happen. Just 4 wide just about. It doesn't work. So as we pace once again. Is Kaltenbach still leading this race? Dominant race tonight here from the driver of the number 2 car. Having a very, very good showing tonight. Looking to see if he can continue that trend and finish it off in victory lane. Should go double file next time by. Hit the stripe this time, you'll see the field go double file. Get ready to restart once again. So here we go. Kaltenbach Marble, front row still. Quentin Clark, Michael Mueller still back there, second in line there. Saylor now up to 5th with Conklin to his outside. Got Jeff Marble, Wayne Grossi, Brian Burchett, Alan Pajari, the top 10. Pace car dives off. Kaltenbach in control once more. Coming around to the restart zone, coming to the green flag. Back underway here in Michigan. Stack it up on the outside lane a little bit there. Hedrick jumps to the outside as they make their way back down to turn 1. Marble still side by side with Kaltenbach, pinching them down on the apron here as they come through 1 and 2. And look at Quentin Clark right on the back of the 94. Tyler Marble making this outside lane work to go to the race lead. As they make it work off of turn 4, Marble leads. Kaltenbach with a big push coming from Quentin Clark as they head down into turn number 1. Clark mashes the brake pedal as they come back around here through turn 2. Further back, Kurjalak. Oh, Hedrick! He spins it out! Big wreck coming here. Ennis is in it. More hits. Double gets tagged. Ennis is around right there on the apron as well. Cody Matthews gets a piece of it. And we're back under caution at the halfway point of this race. Roger Rees Matthias was involved as well. Ay, 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 ay. Go back on our beer and replay again. Show you what happened there. So it starts pretty much with Ryan Hedrick in the 47. You'll watch this happen here through the quarter. You see the 91 Kurjalak gets into Grossi. Edric, I don't know if he checked up or just got loose, but he gets loose, trying to save it, and he overcorrects it back up the track. The 40 car, and around they all go, and you can see right there, Andrew Russo, big hit into the driver of the 47. And we'll go watch the replay. We'll watch Corey Ennis in the 40. See the hit he takes here, back down the track. See multiple cars involved. Duval, Matthews, I believe it's Glenn Grigsby in the 64? Maybe. He gets tagged and down towards that inside wall. You'll see the onboard here with Grigsby. 39 of Ryan Haynes as well gets a piece of it. And this is what Russo sees. Smoke, smoke, and then race car. Those cars are all going to pull down pit lane as we've crossed the halfway point of this race. We're under caution once again. It's been a rough go tonight for these drivers. As we continue behind the pace car, we'll get a restart going maybe at about lap 55. So we're back double file for the first time tonight. Calderbach is not the control car. On the restart, that is going to be the driver of the number 48, Tyler Marble, who takes control for the first time tonight. Doubled up, Quentin Clark, Michael Mueller, second row. Saylor and Conklin in row 3. Before is Burchett and Crosby, then Jake Hickson and Joshua Biddle are rounding out your top 10. Pace car off, here we go. Green flag, gonna fly back in the air. Marble now leads us back to green. Field heads down into turn number 1. Calderbach trying the outside lane on Tyler Marble. He's going to have a run to the back straightaway as they head down towards turn 3. The outside lane going to prevail for now as scoring has broken. Shout out to scoring for breaking for no reason right now. Coming off the corner. Kaltenbach has the lead over Marble right now. Timing and scoring, for some reason, I think thought that was the last lap of the race. So it's currently frozen. I'm going to get this fixed real quick. See if we can't give her the old close Ruski and open Ruski as they continue to race side by side for the race lead right now. And Kaltenbach will take it, and he'll pull away. As Kaltenbach holds the lead over Marble. Mueller is made it to the third. How about Brandon Saylor now in fourth? The 24 machine having a really good run tonight as well. Quentin Clark dropping back to fifth. Looking to get scoring back up for you as Kaltenbach gets right up against that outside wall. We've got scoring back up. We'll see if it stays back up. Quentin Clark dropping back now. 94 machine. He is slow. On the apron, the 94 car has spun out. He's pulling up on the track. Is he trying to draw a yellow? I don't think he is, but he is slow to get back going in the 94. Got to jump back quickly and see what happened to Quentin Clark. He was in fifth, just a slide off the corner. Slide into the grass. But he gets back going, but that's going to cost him big time. Battle between Marble and Kaltenbach continues on. Mueller's right there in third, not far away. Battle for the lead, still heating up. Marble is right there in his tire tracks trying to make it happen. Battles happening back here. Marcus Everson, Alan Bajari battling for 11th place, side by side off the corner. How about a recovery? How about a rebound? Shout out to Cody Matthews. Driving that number 10 machine. He is in the top 10 for the first time tonight. This man was laps down earlier in this race. He now finds himself on the lead lap in contention for a good finish too. A lot of endurance, just having to survive, trying to make it to this race. And look where he's at now. Makes his way through the corner now. Trying to hang on. Ahead, the battle for the lead still ongoing. How about Brandon Saylor? What a run he's having so far tonight. Getting up here into third now. Slow, quiet crawl to the front for that 24 machine. Finds himself in a position to try and capitalize and take home a checkered flag tonight. For Brandon Saylor, would only be his third career win in this league. So he's looking to get that here tonight. Another shout out in the top 10. Jake Hickson in 5th right now. Wayne Grossi is in 7th. Brian Conklin right there in 6th as well. A lot of guys fighting back tonight and getting up here in the mix in the late stages of this race. Coming around 35 laps to go next time by. Some great runs that were needed tonight for some of these guys. He's kind of settling in up front. Battle for 6, Brian Conklin, Wayne Grossi. They head off of turn number 2. Grossi putting all the pressure on this 37, trying to get a better run off the corner. Just not quite enough to get there and make the move that he wants to make. Grossi jumping to the outside. And now down to the bottom here in the battle for 6th place. First side-by-side action on track for now, but Tyler Marble, he's closing in for the race lead. Caution is out. Michael Kurgelak is around on the front straightaway, and it will draw the yellow flag for the, it feels like umpteenth time tonight. He's further back in the field. Gets loose in turn 4, spins on the track, keeps it off of pit lane, goes to the grass, but because of that, back on the apron as a car's coming by, and that'll trigger the caution flag, of course. But we'll go back under the yellow flag. Well, of course, tonight running at Michigan. Pace car leads that field as they head down pit lane. Split decisions again from the field. See how this goes in the race off pit lane. You see Jeff Marble wins race off pit road. 2 tires on the 15 car. Kaltenbach, Saylor, Mueller, Hickson, the top 5 cars off pit lane. 5 cars electing to, or 4 cars, pardon me, electing to stay out under this caution. They're led by Marcus Emerson in the 22 car. So we'll go double file, getting ready to go back racing. Mentioned, of course, tonight racing here in Michigan. Next week we go to Pocono Raceway up in Pocono, Pennsylvania. 80 laps at the Tricky Triangle. There's no turn 4 up in Pocono. We'll see you there hopefully next Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern here on BRN. But, of course, Thursday night, the SOFA Racing League. It is the pinnacle here on our Twitch channel. We've been streaming it with Ryan Bogey. It is Charlotte. It is the last race of the regular season. The chase grids will be set on Thursday. I'm hoping to be one of the 6 chasers for the class that I'm running in, because if I can be, then I can go race for a championship in the contender class. I've had a pretty good showing so far. I got wrecked out at the end of Michigan last Thursday night. Wasn't very happy about it, but I still think I'm in a pretty good spot to make it on points. We'll see how it all shakes out. This Thursday night, of course, 9 p.m. Eastern on the Twitch channel for BRN. Tune in for that one if you haven't seen it. For all the SOFA Racing League action that's been taken over, thank you again to Ryan Bogey for allowing me to race and allowing me to go get behind the wheel again while he takes over the broadcasting. 29 laps to go here in Michigan tonight, though. It is Marcus Emerson, Tracy Powers, Andrew Moore Jr., Michael Kurgelak. They are the ones that stayed out. Jeff Marble took 2. Kaltenbach took 4. That's the top 6. Green flag flies. We're back to racing here in Michigan. Emerson launches, takes the lead. Powers and Moore side by side for second. Marble is in third on the inside line as you see them start to fan out all the way around this racetrack, trying to find any way they can get some forward progress. Look at Jeff Marble trying to make these 2 tires work on the inside line. Look at Saylor. He's side by side with Kaltenbach for what could be the race lead. Up the track goes Kurgelak. All over the place. Everybody's scattering on this racetrack. Kaltenbach shoves it in on the outside lane. What a move. Caution is out. I think it's out back. Jacob Musso is spun at pit entry and puts us back under the yellow flag on lap 73. We'll do it all again once more. All right, here we see contact. Haynes just on the track into Musso, and around goes Musso. He kind of saves it, then ends up looping it. And that triggers the yellow flag at pit entry. quick spin, nothing more. So as we continue to pace here, getting ready for this next restart that'll come with likely about 24 laps to go. Just kind of checking out this top 5 as they run right now. And just going to pull some stats really quickly about how they are as they go. So here's how things look for this top 5. Of these top 5, of course, they've all won races here in the FastTrack Cup Series. Marcus Emerson, the newest winner of that group, of course, having just only started this season, winning at Martinsville and Charlotte in this season 2 weeks ago, winning at Charlotte. Brandon Saylor has 2 career wins as well, over 101 starts. Got Sean Kaltenbach, 8 wins over 114 starts. Tracy Powers made 127 starts prior to tonight with 3 wins to his name. And then Jeffrey Marble, 215th start tonight. And this could be his 10th career win if he takes home the checkered flag in this one. Of course, the most starts out of any driver is Brian Conklin, making his 228th start tonight. I don't think there's any big milestone starts tonight happening. Just trying to double checking to see. The closest is Jeffrey Souza is at 148. If he's here tonight, he'd be at 149. I put at 150 his next start, but I don't think he's here with us tonight. No, Souza did not show up. I think that was really all the big ones that were coming up here. So, yeah, that'll do it for that. But, yeah, everybody's won really in the top 5. Michael Mueller's a winner as well. Kurjalak, he's a newer driver. He's looking for his first win. Tyler Marble, of course, the dominant driver of this league. He's looking for career win number, drum roll please, I made a mention of it earlier this season, 32 on his career if he can get it here tonight in that 48 car in 8th place. Jake Hickson as well, looking for a good finish to tonight's race. Hickson, I believe, has just only 3 career wins. So not just only, he's got 3 career wins. And then, of course, mentioned Brian Conklin. He's got 3 wins to his name as well. Most career starts in this league. Looking to see if he can pick up another one here and take home a checkered flag. But that'll all be settled in 25 laps. 25 to go here from Michigan. It's Emerson and Powers. Marble, Kaltenbach, and Saylor, the top 5. The pace car dives off for what could be, maybe not though, the final time as we get ready to hit the restart zone. Emerson in the control car. He'll mash the gas, get us back to racing. We're green once more here in Michigan. Emerson, a great launch over Powers. Jeff Marble now trying to clear for second. Emerson clears this field as he heads into turn 1. He has control over the racetrack. You can see Tyler. Oh, Tracy Powers goes around. He saves it. No, he doesn't. Hickson's in it. Conklin's in it. Double's in it. The 76th of, I believe that's Biddle. He's in it as well. I just said it's probably not going to be the last restart, and unfortunately I was right. Back under caution once more here at Michigan in the race that will not end. I don't know if Powers got help or if Powers lost it on his own. through turn 1. We'll take a look back and we'll see here on the BRN replay. It's right here in turn 1. He loses it by himself. Calderwock missed him entirely. Then Jake Hickson, Brian Conklin, man, just nowhere to go. Right on board with that 37 car. And you'll just see it. 45 slides down the track. Just as soon as it happens, sucked into the accident. Somehow, some way, Hickson does not get hit. I'm going to have to take a look and see how Hickson doesn't get hit. First, we're going to watch Hickson as he spins down the track. Just so I can see who missed him, so I know who's on board to get. Oh, that's Corey Ennis right there. So we'll take a ride with the 40 car. Watch this one. Whew. Seas parted for him and others. But through this split decision, some pitting, some staying out. Those that stayed out under the last couple cautions will come down now, while those that pit 8 laps ago, they stay out on the racetrack to take the race lead. Let's just keep shaking this race up. So we're double file, we're ready to restart. Coming around this time, it'll be 21 laps to go. And the green flag is going to fly. Jeff Marble, Braden Taylor, the front row as we get back racing. And see Sailor clearing for the race lead. Here comes Kaltenbach on the inside. And on the outside lane, that's Michael Mueller trying to make a move work. But Brandon Sailor to the point here at Michigan. As he makes his way down into turn one, Kaltenbach is hot on his trails. Off of turn two, Kaltenbach. He has been the dominant car all race long, and he wants to go ahead and finish it off in victory lane. And he's going to make a move to the inside. Sailor holds the top. Sailor holds the lead for now, but Kaltenbach is prowling. He's hungry for this win. And just kind of checking the stats just to verify and make sure Brandon Sailor has never won in the FastTrack Cup Series. He's looking for his first career victory here tonight, and he's got to fend off Sean Kaltenbach, an 8-time winner and a winner this season, the dominant car of the night. Here he comes to the inside for the point. Kaltenbach now will try to take the race lead. Side by side they go down into turn one. Kaltenbach sails into the bottom. He'll take the lead and try to check out from this field. As you see, Clark now starting to make his way forward in the background, up to fifth as he comes through 3 and 4. Tyler Marble trying to make a move there on the outside of Michael Mueller. Sailor is not giving up and not letting him run away with it. Giving it all he's got to catch that number 2 car and get his first career win here in the FastTrack Cup Series. As they come across the stripe, lap 85, 16 to go here at Michigan. Does anybody have anything for that number 2 car? Sailor staying there. Marble closing in now as well in third, with Mueller pushing him as they head towards turns 3 and 4. We'll hit the stripe this time, and it will be our 15 to go, presented by 72 Diecast. Want any new pre-orders for your diecast collections now? 72diecast.com has got you covered. Want any older diecast? Maybe something a little older. Maybe like a 2007 Car Tomorrow diecast? You can find that on 72 Diecast on eBay. It's 72diecast.com or 72 Diecast on eBay for all your new and used diecast needs. Brandon Sailor is pushing hard in that 24 car, trying to find his way to get back to the race lead and chase that first career win. As they make their way off of turn number 4 to the start-finish line now. Sailor still right in his tire tracks. Marble trying to make a move on the high side. Slow car on the apron. Wes Hurd Jr. staying out of the way for the leaders for now as they head down the backstretch, entering turn 3. Sailor now thinks about it. He'll go to the high side, trying to get around the front stretch. We'll see the run the 24 can get. Heading for the start-finish line. Back in the draft to that number 2 car. Gutierrez now in the 08. What a recovery he's had tonight after being involved in an accident earlier on. It looked like his race was going to be long over. He's now in contention to try to win this race. Sailor to the bottom. Kaltenbach on the high side. Side by side for the lead now. Into turn 3, Sailor on the bottom. Kaltenbach holds the outside lane. Gutierrez working the top as well. In third, it's Tyler Marble trying to capitalize on these two being side by side to go for the lead. Still far from over. 12 to go in Michigan. 24 miles of racing. Sailor trying to clear Kaltenbach, and he'll do so. Through 1 and 2, Kaltenbach watches high. Here comes Marble to the inside of the 2 car. Gutierrez on the back bumper of the 2. And this is allowing Michael Mueller and Quentin Clark to reel themselves into this picture as well. It could be a 6, maybe even a 7-horse race with Wayne Grossi not far behind. Pajari in the 34 car. He's lurking in the background. Oh, Gutierrez turns Kaltenbach. Tyler Marble in the grass. Caution will fly with 11 to go. And 2 of the top cars not broken and not taken out of it. But it's going to be a long way back to the top. That was Gutierrez trying to find a way to thread a needle and make it 3 wide, it looked like. And instead he makes contact with Kaltenbach and hooks him into the 48. See right here, just trying to get down. I don't know if Sean maybe tried to block it as well and pull down to keep the 08 car at bay. The end result is the 2 and the 48 spin in the grass. We'll ride on board with Danny Gutierrez and see what happens from his point of view. Notice look, he pulls down. Looks like Gutierrez maybe just mistimes it. We'll watch from out back of the 2 car. And you'll see it happen here through the tri-oval. I think Gutierrez just tried to make a move and mistimed it. And in result, he gets into the back of the 2 car and spins it on the track. And the 48, Tyler Marble, an unsuspecting victim, nowhere to go for him. He gets swept up in it. And it takes him and drops him out of the leaderboard as well. And that's big for Quentin Clark. A bad points day for that 48 is going to help him immensely in growing this points lead. Here at race number 15, we're over the halfway point in the regular season. And so this kind of hit here for Tyler Marble, dropping way back in the standings, that is huge for the driver of the 94 car, who now sits in 4th. So some cars are going to come to pit lane. They're going to make their stop, take some tires here at the end, and see if they can maybe try to make a run at it. So here we go. Restart coming with 7 laps to go. Different tire strategy throughout the field, but the one to watch out back on fresh tires. 19th place, Ryan Haynes is the first on fresh tires. I don't think they'll get to the win, but there's a chance they can play a factor in getting a good position and a good finish out of tonight's race. Ryan Haynes has never won in this league, nor is Brandon Saylor, who is your race leader. And also, shout out Wayne Crossy, running in 5th, has a good chance at a good finish tonight. But you've also got Michael Mueller right there in the 99 car. You've got Quentin Clark, the points leader. You got Danny Gutierrez, a 2-time winner this season as well. All are going to try to find a way to get to victory lane here in Michigan. 7 laps to go. The green flag is going to fly. We're back to racing. Who gets it done here in the Motor City? Great restart by Saylor, great restart by Mueller as they go side by side down into turn 1. Saylor trying to clear. Look in the middle there. Jacob Musso, like a missile launched out of something. Shoots up all the way up to 5th place just about. Right there on the 95 car. He's making money moves, trying to get to the win. Mueller, Gutierrez side by side for 2nd. And we'll see who takes advantage of it. Gutierrez running a high line, trying to get the launch off corner exit. Contact further back. Everybody keeps it straight. We stay green. Gutierrez chasing Saylor down the track, trying to follow in his tire tracks, trying to follow in the draft. Saylor trying to hold on for dear life. Look at how wide they spread out across this racetrack, trying to find anywhere they can. As they come off of turn 4, Gutierrez with a run down the front stretch. Saylor trying to keep him held behind him. 5 laps to go here in Michigan. We got 10 miles of racing left, barring any overtime, and they're side by side for 3rd. Look at Jacob Musso trying to make moves. Saylor trying to fend off Gutierrez. Gutierrez crossing him over, trying to cut to the inside, scattering everybody, trying to miss a car on the wall in the background. They keep it straight. Gutierrez side by side with Saylor for the lead. Gutierrez over the track, and Saylor cross him over as he comes off onto the front straightaway. They're building a bit of a gap over 3rd place Quentin Clark. It's got Michael Mueller, Wayne Crossy, and Jacob Musso, as well as others right there in the mix. Saylor just needs to hit his marks and stay within striking distance of that 08 car. If he gives up any time, it's going to be race over. Gutierrez building a gap now in the lead. 0.2 of a second over Brandon Saylor. Saylor needs to find something quick if he wants to contend for this race win. Much better through 3 and 4 is Saylor. Mounting a charge here with 3 laps to go. What does the 24 do to get his first career victory? He goes to the outside. No! Parks in the middle lane right behind Gutierrez. Good run off of turn 2 for Saylor as he chases down race leader Danny Gutierrez. Gutierrez was the first driver this year to win multiple races, going back-to-back at Talladega in Texas. He's chasing his 3rd win on the season. And now, this battle has reeled in Clark, has reeled in Mueller. Musso not far behind either. 2 more laps here in Michigan. Clark in 2nd, or in 3rd, trying to get to 2nd. Saylor going to slide up in front of him. They need to mount a charge here for this race lead. Clark thinks better of making the move. Tucks in line to push the 24 closer to the 08 car. Stack it up in the back. Big moment further back here. 3 and 4 wide, but up front, Gutierrez up high. It's Saylor down low. Side by side, coming to the stripe. 1 more lap here in Michigan. They door. Contact. Entering turn 1. Saylor on the bottom. He's trying to run Gutierrez up the track. Quentin Clark is in third, ready to capitalize if these two take each other out. Sailor trying to clear for the race lead. Gutierrez keeps him honest. Clark thinks about making it 3 wide. Contact, Doring down the back for the final time. Sliding in the background, Jacob Musso on the apron. Gutierrez up high, Sailor down low. Coming to the stripe, it's going to be neck and neck. Oh, Sailor spins Gutierrez, and Sailor doesn't win. Quentin Clark is scored as your race winner in a remarkable turn of events coming to the finish line. Oh my goodness! Quentin Clark is your race winner. Quentin Clark goes back-to-back. He takes home the checkered flag here in Michigan. Coming to the start-finish line, it is a melee between Sailor, between the 08 of Gutierrez, who's going to end up being scored 27th after, I believe, spinning on a pit road. Of course, that'll likely be updated. He'll get finished credited, I think, for finishing in third. I'll have to double-check the tape and see. But one thing's for certain, by just 9 1/1000ths of a second, Quentin Clark is your race winner. A damaged race car and all. He's going to burn it down for the second week in a row, and the third time in 2026. Your points leader entering tonight. He'll expand that gap. Quentin Clark wins it at Michigan. And as he burns it down, we've got to go back to the replay of that finish. Between Sailor and Gutierrez coming off of turn 4. Clark was ready to pounce in third. Musso tried to get inside Mueller, couldn't get there, so he had to settle in for 5th. But you'll see it right here, coming off of turn 4. Trying to get a side draft, ends up turning the 08. And in the process, Clark gets into the 24, and look at how close it's going to be. Scored as the winner. Quentin Clark just barely finishing ahead of Brandon Sailor. That first career win not going to come tonight. Looks like Gutierrez should be scored 4th, all things considered. I think a black flag caused. Not sure what the black flag is for the 08. But Michael Mueller got home 3rd. We'll take a look at your finishing results here. Quentin Clark steals it at the line there over Brandon Sailor. Michael Mueller 3rd. Corey Ennis comes home in 4th. Jacob Musso is scored 5th, unofficially, of course. I believe the 08 is going to get moved back into 4th place after that. So that'll put Gutierrez in 4th. Ennis will be in 5th for his debut tonight. Ennis' first career start here tonight. Great run, great recovery for him as well. Tayeb Bolito comes home 6th. Sean Kaltenbach, he was able to recover it back to 7th, but a dominant car tonight, not able to get the job done. Andrew Moore Jr. comes home 8th. Jeff Shutt scored 9th. Marcus Emerson scored in 10th. You see Wayne Grassi, he'll scored 11th. Tyler Marble in 12th. Alan Bajari in 13th. Michael Kurgelak in 14th, Brian Birch at 15th in his debut, Rodriguez Matthias, Andrew Russo, Tracy Powers, Brett Spott, and Joseph Moose at the top 20. There's the rest of your field right here. I mentioned Gutierrez is scored at 27th, should likely shuffle back up to 4th, but not positive on that. We'll have to see how they decide to rule it, but either way, we aren't going to get to talk to him here tonight. There's our DNFs of the race tonight, including Chris Essery, that wreck there early on that took him out of contention in this race. So we're going to go on a quick ad break. play a quick ad, and then we'll talk to our top 3 finishers. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with continued coverage of tonight's Michigan 200. And we welcome you back to post-race coverage tonight from Michigan International Speedway. Chaotic finish to a chaotic race sees Quentin Clark take home his 3rd win this season. And overall here in this league, it's going to be his 11th career victory. We'll talk to these drivers that finish on the podium tonight. We'll start talking first to the driver of the number 99, Mr. Michael Mueller. We'll see how he's feeling after that run tonight. So let's go ahead and bring in our 3rd place finisher, Mr. Michael Mueller. Hey, Michael Mueller, tell us down in the booth, you got a copy? All right, well, I got you now. The broadcast has got you here. Well, it was a chaotic race tonight. You've been a part of a little bit of it, but you were able to survive it all, and you come away in 3rd. What was that race like behind the wheel of the 99 machine?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot more green flag laps there. Definitely set it up for the long run with how hot it was going to be. So kind of went into tonight knowing save tires, and well, we just use as much tire as possible. So definitely not a great car for Michigan, to be fair, for tonight. But you know what? We stayed alive. We didn't get any damage till the end. And then, yeah, made out P3.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's been kind of a fluctuating season, I guess is the best way to phrase it for you. But you've been putting together a pretty good consistent run these past couple weeks. How is that feeling, just kind of rolling into this summer part of the season? A little bit more of a trickier set of tracks kind of lying in wait, having this momentum going in your favor.
Yeah, we've been really fast lately. I mean, we've had the speed every single week. I mean, we've done everything we've needed to do. The races haven't played out in our favor. I mean, we've been up front. We've been right in contention every single week, and just kind of something happened. So, to finally finish one off, be up front all night, qualify decent, have a pretty solid, complete night. Definitely going into the summer now is definitely good momentum going forward, and just got to keep it going now, going to the end of the season.
Absolutely, Michael. Well, it is a 3rd place finisher here tonight in Michigan. Teammates, sponsors, shoutouts. What got that 99 car on the podium tonight?
I just want to thank, Hanley for, spotting me and making sure that I don't get too hot-headed and, just drive my own race, save my tires, and let the race come to me. That's definitely been a big, big help over the past probably 4 weeks. Definitely slowing me down, letting the race play out. Thank Bullify for being on the car. Downforce Motorsports, just me and him. Definitely working on the sets all week and putting the work in, and we're getting the results. So we'll keep putting the work in and hopefully get better finishes, and maybe another P1 would be nice.
Well, he's been trending upwards. It was 4th, 5th, and now 3rd, the last 3 results here for Michael Mueller He's continuing to roll here as we get into the summer stretch, heating up at the right time, I would think. Michael Mueller, your third place finisher here tonight. Congrats on third place run, Michael.
Thank you.
And we'll now dial up our second place finisher, that being Brandon Saylor. Hey, Brandon Saylor, it's Dawson Allen in the booth. You got a copy?
I do, Dawson. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Well, you were so close to scoring that first career victory, but in the end result, you come away second by 9/1000 of a second. What was that race like for you behind the wheel of the 24 machine?
It was a pretty solid race, man. I want to apologize first to Danny. You know, that's not the way I want one of these things to end. But car was good. Had some just awesome sheer speed. Probably the best car I've had, or setup I've had in a long time, and just was able to really plant it in the corners and drive off, and it just felt really good. So a little bit bummed again the way that it unfolded, and hate that it happened with Danny like that, and we kind of gave the win away. But you know, proud of the day and effort and having a good run for sure.
Absolutely. Well, this is your best career finish here in the FastTrack Cup Series. What is that like, to have that kind of keep progressing a little bit, and how the season's kind of gone as a whole? Hasn't really been great, but still having a result like this in the season to show for as we continue on to the summer.
Yeah, man, it's been nice to build a little bit of momentum this season. I think this is my third season in the Cup Series with Jeff's league, and just slowly getting a little bit better each year, I feel like. But these guys are just badasses and super hard, talents out here that keep you on your toes every lap, every race. So just nice to have a little bit of momentum and be able to build on it each week as we move through the season. So.
Absolutely, Brandon. Well, this is your second place finish here tonight. Your best career finish, teammates, sponsors, shoutouts. What got that 24 machine running big and fast and had a chance to win the race?
Yeah, I just want to thank my teammates, FastTrack Racing. Thanks to Jeff and Tyler for hosting every weekend. Thanks for you guys for broadcasting. All the sponsors that chip in. Just appreciate everything that goes into these. They're a lot of fun. Again, these guys are awesome talents and just fun to be a part of it each week. So appreciate it.
Alrighty, that's your second place finisher tonight, Brandon Saylor. He takes home his best career finish tonight, second place, but 9/1000 of a second. He was that close to getting that first career victory. Congrats on second place run tonight, Brandon.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
And we will now yank in our race winner tonight, somehow pulling it off, Quentin Clark. For the third time this season, we find you in victory lane, Quentin, and this time it came in a pretty exciting fashion. Once again, 2 weeks in a row, you find a way to make a last-ditch effort race finish work, and you take home the checkered flag. First things first, congrats on the win tonight.
How about that? Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
crazy. I don't deserve it.
yeah, crazy doesn't even begin to describe it. But you get your third win on the season. You're going to extend your points lead now as well with this victory. Just what was this race like as a whole unfolding from you, just as it went on?
Just track was hot. It's way hotter than we had practiced, and we knew it was going to be hot, but we didn't realize just how loose we were going to be. So we're just battling tight on entry and loose literally everywhere else. I mean, you saw me just self-spin. It's just I just try to make it a goal, even if I've just got a 15th place car, just to not do that. And I went and did it from like 5th, I don't know. And it just like Chase Elliott yesterday, I didn't think I was really near anyone. I felt like the car was really locked in the track, and it just took off on me. And sometimes it's just unpredictable. So I just can't believe I recovered. It was really just luck with the restarts. I mean, them wrecking, and luck with we don't have a choose cone. We got luck with the lane choice and all that. Just tried to make some aggressive moves and be really careful not to run anybody over or anything, because I don't want to cause anything else. So I'm relieved, because I really felt like Tyler had one of the cars to win this race and got the stage win, and there I go, giving up the points lead again. So glad to kind of extend that gap a little bit. And I wish we had some more green flag laps. And Brandon really deserved this race. He had probably the car to beat today.
Absolutely, Quentin. Well, we finished here at Michigan. We head to Pocono Auto Club and then Sonoma the next 3 races up. What are your feelings like heading into this stretch of 3 races, just having these 3 very different tracks coming up here?
Yeah, Pocono's weird for me. I like the track. It's such a cool track, and I like having a unique track like that on the schedule. But something about that track I just don't have figured out. I didn't think I had turn 1 and 2 figured out at all this whole race. I just was not behaving the way I wanted it to. So maybe, you know, even though I don't think I have Pocono figured out like a lot of these guys do, maybe it's one that you fake it till you make it sometimes. I mean, that's kind of what happened tonight. So a little anxious about Pocono. So again, just relieved to get this one up on the board. And Auto Club, I will be on vacation, so I'm going to be using a laptop and a G27 I've got stored away, and so that one's gonna be. We'll see how that one goes too.
I'd say, yeah, I was just looking at the stats. Auto Club's been the best of the next 3 races for you. A 5th and an 18th there at Sonoma, 5th and 30th, and Pocono's not done you any favors. 22nd and 15th in your 2 starts at those those tracks. So, but yeah, Quentin, 3rd win this season. You take home the victory here in Michigan in bombastic fashion. Teammates, sponsors, shout-outs. What got you here to Victory Lane, man?
Yeah, teammates for sure. Yeah, huge shout out to Jacob and Roger and Andrew Moore, and just thrilled to work with them every week on these setups. I think that they deserve much better finishes than me spinning myself out, and they spent the whole race recovering. So just really proud of them and their effort, and hopefully we can carry that momentum forward. Shout out to Corey and Joe too for hanging out with us. They're technically run on another team, but they decided to join just to see how this league went. And Corey got a great finish out of it, and so I'm happy for him too. And want to give a big shout out to my wife, as always, for taking over bedtime with the kid to let me do this every week. My parents watching back home, friends and family. I have a huge sponsor shout out after last week. I had a buddy reach out to me and say he wanted to support me for the season. So I've got Drum Orpheum Rehearsal Hall on the deck lid tonight. I don't know if you're able to get a shot of that or zoom into that. I'm going to be running a Drum Orpheum scheme for the rest of the season after this week because of him. So big shout out to my buddy DK, and reach out to him if you're in the Martinsburg, West Virginia area and need a rehearsal space. So big thanks to him, Superior Templating, My 5 Design, Bomb Fire, Fast Eddie's, Jimmy Beats Worlds, Groovy Divine, Wolfelt on Spotify, KL Customs, all the rest. Love you guys, and couldn't do this without you.
Alrighty, that is your race winner here from Michigan tonight. Again, exciting fashion. That's the way he likes to do it. Quentin Clark takes home the checkered flag, and he gets his 3rd win of the 2026 campaign. Congrats on the win again, Quentin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thanks for all you do in the booth.
Absolutely. It's Quentin Clark, your winner here tonight. So that will do it from us here at Michigan, here in the Fast Track Cup Series. We were excited to have you here. Thank you for joining along with us and sticking around and watching that fantastic finish there at the end. What a crazy finish there. At top of a pretty chaotic race, all things considered, kind of matched up what we saw in the NASCAR Cup Series. No shocker there. So we'll see how things play out as this campaign goes on. We mentioned next week we're heading to Pocono. The Tricky Triangle lies in wait for these drivers next Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. And, of course, over on the Twitch channel, it is the SoFa Racing League Thursday at Charlotte, the regular season finale to set the field for the chase. We hope you tune into that. We look forward to seeing it if you do. That'll be it from us here tonight. For Dawson Allen signing off. For BRN, this is signing off saying so long and have a great rest of your night. Take care, everybody.